Welcome to Digital Assets with Jeff Sekinger. In this video, we're reviewing a project called KASPA, and the coin is KAS. Right now, it's sitting at a price of 0.0026, but over the last month and a half, it has gone on an absolute tear, up over 1,000%. Right now, the market cap is sitting at 32,668,000, and this is actually a project that we called in our private communities at a $6 million market cap. I actually put in 23K, so obviously it's done quite well. I sold some of it and still have a pretty significant holding in KASPA, so please note I could be a little bit biased going through this, but I'll let you do your own decision making on what you think about KASPA. Realize none of this is financial advice. I'm just giving you the research and information that I've found on the internet. Now, first and foremost, the first thing I always look at, especially on these low cap projects, and when I say low cap, I'm talking about low capitalization, typically under $50 million. So KASPA is still considered a low cap in my eyes, as I'm always looking for the founders. If I don't know who the founders are, a lot of times I won't even invest in it. If they have like bad, founders that have pretty much no experience, I typically won't invest in it. But I'm looking for typically founders that have a lot of experience in blockchain technology, fintech, and have previous successful track records. And this is something that checked the first box. So when I was looking into KASPA, this was the first thing that I looked at. So first and foremost, I got a founder named Jonathan Sompolinsky. We've also got quite a few developers that are very well respected. I'm going to show you the company that's actually behind KASPA, which is called DAG Labs. All right. So DAG is just a really type of technology. Some of it can be a type of blockchain technology. Some of them will not be a blockchain. And actually, KASPA is actually not even a blockchain project. It is a DAG block, which is a new type of technology. All right, so this is specifically a company that's focused on DAG technology, and it seems like KASPA is their number one focus. I actually don't know what else they're doing. I believe DAG Labs is just meant to focus on KASPA and developing the KASPA ecosystem, but I could be wrong. But everything I've seen online, I've only seen that they are actually focusing on KASPA right now. So the three founders really are three important employees at the company, Zhao Yang, Jonathan, which I always spoke about, and Miles Farmer. So we're going to go into Jonathan first so you can just see who he is. If we were to click into his name, it'd bring you right here. He's pretty much a computer scientist that got his degree at Hebrew University. He's also gone to Harvard, and he's the co-author of Ghost, which is a piece of work that was actually cited in the Ethereum white paper. Actually, if you go to the Ethereum white paper right now, you can see back in 2013, you can actually click into to see the Ghost documentation around the Ghost protocol, which Vitalik Buterin, which is the founder of Ethereum, actually used when he was looking into security measures for Ethereum. He studied a lot of Jonathan's work, specifically in the Ghost work that he actually wrote about online, and he took some of the things from Ghost and used them to shape Ethereum's security. So this was the first thing that really opened my eyes, is like, wow, this guy has been, first of all, in blockchain and in tech for the past decade, okay? Secondly, he's been at a very, very high level because he's cited in a white paper, and now he is actually officially launching his own project, which I'm not sure if he's launched previous project. I haven't heard of any that he has launched himself. I'm pretty sure this is his first project that he's launched. All right, the second guy, this is the second, it's good to see one founder with good experience. The second one, Zhao Yang, which I've done some research on. I watched his TED Talk. I also listened to Jonathan. You can listen to both of them on YouTube, by the way. So Zhao has a little TED Talk that he did like a decade ago. Jonathan has done some work on some of his speeches around the world talking about blockchain and technology. And Zhao has really great business experience. So he is the CEO of DAG Labs, which is focused primarily on KASPA. And he has, so currently he's the COO and co-founder of BetterWorks. He also was co-created Farmville, which was an extremely successful game that I believe sold to Facebook for hundreds of millions of dollars. He was also the CEO and co-founder of My Mini Life, and which was sold to Zynga Game Networks. He's also been a part of a platform called Zynga, which powers 150 million monthly users. So he's got a lot of really great experience. It's really good to see people with good business experience as well, because a lot of times you go into crypto, these people don't know how to run a business. They're just really intelligent. They're software engineers, developers, they're mathematicians, and they kind of put that work together, and that's great. But there's also other things that make businesses and protocols successful. I mean, people have to actually find out about what the protocol and what the coin actually does, which is called marketing. And a lot of people don't even know how to do that, but it's good that he's been able to been in successful businesses that have had multiple exits. And he's made over 10 investments, and you can see the different investments here below. So he's really an angel investor now after scaling and selling a few of his own companies. So right there off the bat, the founding member and Zhao, which is the CEO, really checked the boxes for me. On the team, I've also looked into some of their other recent developers, which they have on their website. If you were to go look into these people, they're also pretty successful at their own craft. But obviously, we want to look into the two most important people, which is Zhao and Jonathan. All right. So as far as the team, it really checks the boxes. It's typically, like I mentioned, I really like to see someone that's strong in tech and someone that's strong in business as well. When you bring those two things together, they can be great. So good to see so far. As far as the technology, this is the second thing. When you're looking into low cap projects under a 50 million market cap, let's check the box of the people. Let's make sure that it's not a rug pull and not a scam, and make sure that the people actually know what they're doing, because obviously there's going to be continuous development work on it. That checked the box. The second thing that I look for is technology. If it does not have good technology, which it's somewhat, unless you're a developer, it's somewhat hard. You can go into GitHub and go look through a bunch of code and repositories and all those things. But if you don't know how to actually develop and write code, it's somewhat hard to look into, line by line and understand security measures and bugs and all of that stuff. So what I specifically look for is it an innovative technology and is it scalable? Those are the two most important things that I want to see in an early stage project. And I'm specifically talking about layer one projects. So a platform that can be built on top of, whether if it's a blockchain or in this case, a block DAG. I'm looking for technology that is innovative. It's not just copying what everyone else is doing. It's innovative and it's also scalable. So first and foremost, they have really fast transaction speed. So it's actually the fastest proof of work project, even faster than Kadena. The block times are they're 1 second block times for KASPA right now. Kadena is 1.5 seconds, and block times for Bitcoin, to give you an idea, are 10 minutes. So it is significantly faster, obviously, than Bitcoin. But the fastest proof of work blockchain right now, and layer one, I should really say, is Kadena. And actually, KASPA is now looking like it's surpassing it. Although this is a super early stage project. Kadena is actually functioning. KASPA is not even functioning yet. They haven't launched their mainnet. They've got no smart contracts available on the platform, so it's super early stage. But thus far, the block DAG network can do extremely fast transactions. The confirmation time is also very, very quickly within 10 seconds on average. And then once again, the scalability is very, very quick. And by the way, they say, hey, one second block times, which they're moving to 10 blocks within 1 second. And then they're stating that the next milestone after that will be 100 blocks in 1 second, which is extremely, extremely fast. It's like mind-blowing how fast that is. And a block is typically just a block of transactions. So it'll give finality and transaction speed. It'll be so ridiculously fast, it could pretty much process anything that you put the protocol through. It's also efficient, that they claim efficient. I'm not really sure. I haven't looked into what K heavy hash algorithm really is, but it uses optical mining ready, and that is the type of algorithm and consensus that they're using on the network. They also preach that they've got a lot of security and that it will be decentralized. There was no pre-mine in this project. That is another thing, is you don't want to see a project that has a very heavily centrally controlled amount of the coin or token for the founders. And you also, like Ethereum, it was pre-mined, okay? So the team that built Ethereum actually mined Ethereum for a long period of time before they released it, which gave them a ton of the coin, okay? There was no pre-mine on KASPA, which further, that's the biggest thing when you're investing into low cap coins is, oh my gosh, is this a pre-mine? Does the founding team hold a ton of the token and coin? Because if they do, that just opens you up to potentially a rug pull, which is obviously something you want to completely avoid, which is really just when the founders or the big bag holders just dump all of their coin on the market. If they have 10, 20, 30, 50% of the coin, you will definitely feel the pain of that if you're an investor. And then also, like I said, the block DAG technology, which there's this whole page you can go to. So if you go to kaspa.org/features, you can play around on their website and read deeper into this. But I did just want to show you what the block DAG looks like. So typically, a blockchain is a linear system. So it's a block of transactions that is then the chain is the hash. So it'll hash into another block of transactions. So it'll be this block and then this block and then this block, and it's built in time. So in real time, it's recorded in a transmission of blocks that are all in a row. Okay, block DAG is different, and I'll kind of read to you. The block DAG is a directed acyclic graph, which is a mathematical structure where the vertices represent blocks and edges reference child and parent blocks. So it allows it to process a bunch of different blocks at a time. Instead of doing one block and then this block and then this block, you can do a bunch of different blocks at one time, and it'll keep staggering like that, which allows it to scale much quicker than just a typical blockchain. And it's also highly secure and can be very decentralized as long as the mining network in this case is decentralized, which I have watched the terahash of this network grow, and it has grown very, very quickly. Same thing with the community. If you look at how fast it's growing, it's really, really cool. As far as the roadmap goes, they have a roadmap up where they don't have specific dates, but they've got they are working on these things. Okay, they got the development of the mobile wallet in development. It's not even done yet. The KASPA Rust language coding, which they are working on currently right now, also in development. Increasing the blocks per second and transaction speed, which is also in development. And then they haven't even released the white paper yet. That is how early this project is. I think because this site wasn't even up when we were investing into it like 3 or 4 weeks ago, they had a really, really basic site. And it just gave like a high level overview. And now they've added a lot more content in a short amount of time. But I do think that this white paper is going to come out, obviously this year. They're saying 2022. So we'll see when that officially comes out. But there is sufficient information online. Everything that you would want to see in a white paper, you can find on this website or in different articles. And then they're working on a DAG night and a few other things. Then they'll work on, they're planning for smart contracts. They haven't even started development of that because, again, it's too early. Now, the community is also really strong. You can see that their following on Twitter is not very high, right? They've got 4,200 followers. Their Discord is actually pretty active as well. So you'll see just when you go through their communities, it's a small, tight-knit community because not many people know about this project yet. But the people that are involved in the project and inside of the community are actually really active and helpful, which is a really good sign. Now, if you go to, you're probably thinking, all right, where can you even buy this? It's pretty much listed on no major exchange. They did just raise $50,000 through the community to get it listed. So right now, at least on CoinMarketCap, it's saying it's only available on TaxBit and whatever the heck this exchange is. But it's actually available on some more. Let's see if CoinGecko has it. Nope. So if you actually go to KASPA. You can buy it on TaxBit, Exhibitron, TradeOrange, Vitex, and Cryptex, which I had never even heard of any of these exchanges prior to having the desire to buy KASPA. And I did go right onto TaxBit and buy KASPA right on here. So this is where I buy and trade KAS, which is obviously the coin behind KASPA. And it's really easy to create an account. Even if you're in the United States, you can use this exchange if you do create an account. Here's the thing that I didn't know is when you deposit money into here, you can deposit as much as you want, but you can only withdraw $500 until you upload your proof of address, a picture of you holding your ID, and like you signing a piece of paper. So realize you can't withdraw more than $500 until you do the verification, which is very easy. It gets mine got approved in like 12 hours. So just notate that. So anyways, I think KASPA is a really strong project. It is obviously very, very early stage. So realize anytime you're investing in a low cap project like this, you're taking on more risk because there's no adoption yet, and there's a very small community, and there's so many directions that the project can go. It really has not gained momentum because, again, there's pretty much been no development, and they haven't even launched a mainnet. So realize this is extremely early stage. If you're looking for a project that does, a 50, 100, 150x, at least when I look for those types of things, it seems like KASPA has the initial checkboxes checked in order to get to that potential phase where it has over $1 billion market cap. So I think into the next cycle, I don't think it's going to fly over really over 100 million until we actually go into a bull market and it actually, overall markets turn around. But until then, I think it could easily float around like a 50 to $100 million market cap. And then once we head into the actual next bull market, I think that's where it can really lift if there is significant improvements and progress made on the development standpoint. So let me know what you think about KASPA in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching. If you're getting value from these videos, let me know in the comment section below. Also hit the like button and share this video with someone that you would get value from. We are consistently producing project reviews like this to give you the best information, the information that takes us dozens of hours of research to do. So if you get consistent value from my channel, would really, really greatly appreciate you hitting subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you here on this next video.